Good afternoon. Are you ready to go through a few more totes? It's Jane. Let's see what I got here. I have what looks like 3 of the Karen crystal cakes. And these are in the color, can't read it, Sun-Kissed. Have 3 of those going into the tote. Maybe 4. No, just 3. 3 of those. I have some latte cakes. I can see them right now. Latte cakes. These are in the color cream. I have 3 of those. And they will be going into the tote. I have a second tote over here that I'm transferring the stuff into. I have maybe 2 of these. 2 of the latte cakes in plum. I have 2 of those. I'm hoping that this other tote over here will hold all these, because the totes are a little different in size, slightly. And then I have 2 of the latte cakes in the color elderberry, that color. These are gorgeous. I just have not had a chance to work with the latte cakes, and I do love them. I mean, they're beautiful, they're soft. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get into those in this next couple of months, just because they are so beautiful. I'm going to move this tote on its side so I can get things a little easier. I have, looks like I just have 1 of this color. This might be the same color. Let me look and see. Yeah, there's 2, same color. 2 of the dusk and the crystal cakes. This one, the band's a little off. And I had gotten these originally so that I could do a blanket with them. So there's that. I have 4 of the latte cakes in blueberry mist. I have 4 of those. So those are going into the tote. And then I have 2 of the crystal cakes in the color Glittering Moonlight. This one is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Now, I have 1 more cake. I'm going to have to find a place for it to go. And this is the Cloud Cakes in the color Merlot. So I think that'll fit right there, and it will. Now, there are more in this tote. There were 2 partial skeins of the Wine Country and 1 full skein of the Wine Country. I am going to cake these up. They're Karen Simply Soft. And then there is a partial of the Karen Simply Soft in off-white, and have a full one I'm going to cake those up together. So I pulled those out to do that. Other than that, that is it for this lot. Let me pause you so I can move the next tote over. Okay, ready for tote number 15. Doing 14 and 15. I have 2 skeins of the I Love This Yarn in dark olive. I have 2 skeins of the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in anthracite. I have 1 in the Sea Coral colorway. I have 1 that's very messed up in the color Fuchsia. See how it's already started coming apart? So I am going to set this aside so I can cake it up because it's a mess. I have a package of the Tencel worsted in the color Celestial Mix. It's a beautiful blue. So that is going in the tote. I have 2 of the ombre, also in deep teal. I think these are both deep teal. Yep, both deep teal. That's going in that tote as well. Then I have 2 of the Mainstay Sparkle yarn in the color teal. It's going in there. I also have 2 in the color rose. It's going in there. I have 1 Red Heart Burgundy. And then I have a tote. I have in this bag, there are 2 balls of this I Love This yarn in this colorway. Pull those out. And this is in the color Peacock. So I have a total of probably 4 skeins, maybe. I'm not really sure. But I need to wind those up. Maybe 5 skeins. Looks like the ball goes with the 1. So maybe about 5.5 skeins. So I will be caking up that one so that I can add it in here after I get it all nice and caked up. Then I have another of the marble, James C. Brett Marble Chunky. And this does not have a colorway number on it that I can see. It does have a lot number. The color is MC8. It's real pretty. I do have another one of those in another tote. So this tote will be finished off once I finish putting this in. Actually, I have room for more. So I'm actually going to set these aside to cake those up. And I will take some more out of this other tote to fill this one up, with the exception of that 1 skein. I will leave room for that in there because I think I'll be able to get 2 cakes. Now this one has a bit of a mix. Boy, does it have a strange mix. I have a couple of bags in here with some yarn. We'll look at those in a minute. But and this has a bunch of small skeins in it. So that will need to be wound up. think what I will do is, I do have an Ogo in the color Fireberry, so I will put that in there. That'll fit. I have 3 of Red Heart and Retro Stripe, so those will go into this tote. And then I think that'll be it for this tote. Let me move this tote out of the way so that I can finish filling it up in a moment, and we'll get on to the next one. Like I said, this next one has a bit of a mix in it, so I'm going to kind of pull a couple of things out of here. I do have 2 skeins of the Red Heart Super Saver Lemon. I have 1 I Love This Yarn in the soft blue. A lot of soft blue. I have 1 I Love This Yarn print in green turquoise red. That probably should go with the other tote, but it's not going to. And I have 1 skein of Karen Simply Soft Rose Garden. That is a beautiful colorway. Wish they'd come back with that. I have an unknown small cake of this. Don't have any clue. It's got 4 shades of blue in it. As you can see, it's going in the tote. A couple of balls in here that need to be wound up. I do have 1 big twist in the color Winter. And I do have this one that's got those grays, whites, a little bit of black in it. That's going in there. This is another unknown cake. I believe it is a Bernat cake, but I'm not sure. Or maybe one of the pops, but that's going in there. I have another skein of this blue with the speckles. You know, it's got flecks. It's a blue fleck. Has reds, greens, yellow flecks in it. That's going in the tote. I have 1 Sapphire, which is, no, not Sapphire, Zafira by Hobie. And this is a real pretty color. Color 17. Gorgeous. Has fluffies in it. And then I have another big twist in one of the winter colors as well. I guess this is Green Hunter. I guess this does have a color besides just winter. This one. Red. So I have 1 red and 1 hunter. Those are chunky yarns. I have a skein of Big Twist Party in the color Candy. Pretty color. Now we'll get into some of these bags. See what I've got here. These are latte cakes by Karen. Karen latte cakes. These are in the color Red Tomato, or Tomato. I have 2 of those. So that is going to go into the tote, maybe. Guess I need to wind it up a little bit. And it's a mess. All tangled up in here. And now I see why it's a mess. See if we can just wind this up and stick it in the center. Been known to do that sometimes. I hope you guys are enjoying this little look through some of the totes. I am enjoying this because I had forgotten many of the yarns that I have, and I needed to get a reminder of some of those yarns. And this latte is such a pretty color. So let me finish winding this up. I'll stick it in the side of this cake holder. So it's ready to go in the tote. I have a skein of mainstays. Oh, I do know what this is for. This is in the color pink. That will go in the tote. And then I have probably 2.5 of the mint, or green. It's not mint, green. So there's one. And here's another. I said 2.5. I meant 1.5. Some of it was used, and I don't know what I used it for. And I'm not really too worried about it, but it's just going to go in there like it is. Yep, and that's it for that bag. And there's a nice big orange. I don't know what the color. Why is that? It might be carrot. That is going in the tote. I have a couple mixtures that need to be wound up. Bunch of small balls. This is a mix of red and white. That'll get wound up. This one I think I'm just going to wind it up. It's in a pretty green. Don't know the name of it. Oh boy. I have some I Love This Cotton in here. A couple. I have a skein of I Love This Cotton, Paris and June. It's going in there. And I also have the complimentary one that went with it, which is Front Porch. I used to make scrubbies with both these mixed in together. This one is pink, teal, and orange. And this one is called Summer Song. And those always went together, so I would make things in those together. So that is it for that. I have some miscellaneous balls in here that need to be, well, they can be ready to go in. This one is red. It's probably Red Heart in cherry red. This one I'm sure is the light blue in Red Heart. Another one of the oranges, and like I said, this is probably either carrot or, I can't remember the name of the other one that they used to use, but a couple of those there. That's a little bit of the one of the Marisol cakes that I had. This was a Bernat cake. It's different shades of brown. I have a small Red Heart black fleck. And then I also have a, I think this is a Red Heart light gray. Yep, light gray. So I have those two. Those are going in there. That's Red Heart Black. I know it in my heart, it's black. And that is it for that. I do have some, I have a spindle here, and it has some roving in it, which is a beautiful roving. This is Victorian Pink from the Joyful Sheep. So that's going back in there as well. Needs to be wound up, spun. And I do enjoy a little spinning here and now. That is that for this tote, and it is ready to go. Next is to wind up some of those balls so that I can get them in the tote. And yeah, that's it for that portion. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys, see you later. Everybody have a great week. Remember, be a little kinder to one another. I'll see you again for another tote. See you soon. Bye.